But good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. We've got news coming out in, how long we got here? 4 minutes. So in 4 minutes, we'll have news come out. Let me turn this back up. There we go. So we'll wait and see how this releases. We had core price index came out as forecast, so not really a whole lot of anything to go off of here. And then we've got bullish news release on the indices with employment cost index. Not a very big difference. So I think this is going to be slightly minor, to be honest, but I think this is why we're seeing this retracement back up on the chart this morning so far. And then we'll wait and see how this comes out and see if we can form any sort of bias off of that. But yeah, we had quite the sell-off yesterday. If you guys remember, we were bearish going into the day yesterday and ended up not getting picked up on our sell entries on ES. But then we ended up catching a buy on NQ later in the morning. So we actually caught this move. It doesn't look like much because we've moved so far. But this was the move that we caught later in the session on NQ. This little impulsive move up, taking out this high. And that was our take profit. And then any runners that were left would have been stopped at break even here. It did come back to our entry one more time and then go up and take the high once more. And then that was all she really wrote yesterday. So as far as a bias for today goes, I would say that overall I am feeling a little bit more bearish than I am bullish. And I'm getting that bias mainly from looking at NQ. And really it has something to do with the fact that obviously where we are currently with price. I mean, I'm pretty much bearish until this area gets violated and ran through. I really like all of these equal lows down here. And then the other thing that to point out would be the daily time frame here on NQ. The way that we pushed up into this daily fair value gap and we just wicked all the way back down yesterday and respected this. So therefore we'll see how this plays out, obviously, but therefore I'm viewing this right now as a little bit more bearish than bullish. And I think this news release could obviously depend on, or it could determine whether or not we stick with that bias or not. But we have NQ working up into this 1 hour order block already. We have ES with that same order block right here, which we still have a little bit of distance to cover yet as far as that goes. We do have a pretty big opening range gap on both of these. Here's our opening range gap high on NQ, on ES, and then here's the low. We actually bounced off the new week opening gap down here yesterday for ES. That's where we redelivered to and through, and then right back into the range twice. This happened before London, actually. So 11 p.m. New York midnight. I guess we can mark that out as well. While we're here, we got news coming in 1 minute. So after 1 more minute, we'll scale in here to a slightly smaller time frame. But we've got New York midnight open right here. New York midnight, boom. And then let's go ahead and mark that over here as well. All right, so we got New York midnight right here. Kind of the same narrative as yesterday. We'll see obviously how this plays out. It did flip on us yesterday. You know, we were bearish coming into the day. I wasn't expecting that big of a sell-off, but obviously that's what we got. And that entire expansion move to the upside overnight was basically just one big manipulation. And then we ended up with a huge bearish expansion to the downside. But it doesn't have to necessarily go that way. As of right now, this could be our manipulation to the downside. And then this could be the expansion move back up. But that's why we're waiting on this news event. We're kind of in the middle right now. So a little bit more neutral, but if I had to lean any one direction, I would lean a little bit more bearish for the time being. But like I said, that could change. We've had such an unorthodox week, truthfully. Especially the way that we've I don't know, we just expanded so far to the upside in the beginning part of the week. And then we had that huge sell-off yesterday all the way to the new week opening gap. So we basically erased everything, and now we're pushing higher again as we speak at the moment. Just looking at these different time frames to see if there's anything else that really sticks out. Not a whole lot. We had a pretty decent 4-hour market structure shift here on ES to the downside. On NQ, we didn't really get that. We're actually holding. More so of a point of interest was that daily fair value gap that was respected yesterday. And then this would actually be, well, our last up close candle here on the 4-hour. For NQ. Go ahead and mark that out. And then news just came out, so let's go ahead and drop down. See how we released. Came out bullish. Which is just fine. So we'll see if ES wants to work towards that order block. But yeah, guys, at this point, I'll probably lean a little bit more bearish for the time being. We're in a level of premium, obviously, right now. Just we go from this swing high to swing low. We're actually in OTE on ES, and we're probably working to the very top end of that range here on NQ. Which we are. So since we're in a level of premium, I'm not going to be really interested in getting long right here. Oh, another cool thing that I learned yesterday, somebody commented this on my YouTube. I did not actually know that this was a thing. Did you guys know that if you put up like a short position or a long position tool on your trading view, like if you're trading on Top Step or you're trading right on trading view through a, you know, one of the brokers, etc., if you put your short position on right, where am I at here? Like right here, let's just say. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get like accidentally triggered in. So if you do like a long position down here or a short position wherever you're setting your trade up at, and you were to just like right click this, and then you go create limit order, watch this. It creates the limit order right with the parameters that I already have set on this tool. All done for me, and I can just click buy. Well, I'd have to change the units, obviously, but I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting. I mean, we got to wait and see if I see we're starting to work back down. I don't want to get faked out, though. Seeing all these candles there's not really a whole lot of energy just yet. I understand we got one displacement right here on the 1 minute chart. Great. Now we're getting some actual market structure shifting below here. Let's see how this closes. I'll mark up this gap for now. Great. Great close. I'm going to plan to get short, guys, right there. Short position. One tickaroo into the gap. 2.75 handle stop loss. Absolutely fantastic. 15 handles is honestly probably my low-hanging fruit. So let's go ahead and create this bad boy. Limit order. 40 units. I wish. See, like right now, I could get away. I have two options. I could do my 2 contract size that's normal and have a really light risk trade. Or I could be under my 0.5%. Even if this loses, I'll still be profitable still on the week because of the trade yesterday. But anyway, yeah. Let's do it. But yeah, one tick above, guys. My entry is going to be 604.75. All right, so I got tapped in. Came up with some speed, that's for sure. Yeah, 604.75, so 599.75 is the 5 handle mark. But yeah, reasonings for the trade. We're in OTE, higher time frame perspective. We do have a bearish bias. Took out our opening range buy side. Got some displacement down. Market structure shifting below these lows. Fair value gap entry in a premium. Pretty tight stop, 2.75 handles. SMT currently with NQ and ES. That'd be really nice. Little scary moment of truth right here. We'll need to disrespect this this bullish structure. It's never fun taking on that much heat. I got 2 different entries on MetaTrader. My first entry was late as it pushed back down right here. My second entry is a little bit higher, so I have 2 positions split in half. Both now are in profit. Don't want to jinx us, but yeah, very nice SMT that formed right here. We're not out of this yet, guys. We need to see obviously these bullish PD arrays disrespect. This gap needs to just get absolutely disrespected. We came right down to this volume imbalance. We're bouncing as we speak. The way that this has shaped up so far, no reason to invalidate the trade. Stick with the higher time frame analysis. I'm going to trust the trade, live with the result. I put risk on the table for it because I like it. I'm going to leave my risk on for right now. If this candle had, you know, displaced back in, I would have removed risk. So I'm just going to keep risk on for right now. No. All right, I'm going to jump out here quick. 15. I'm just taking a peek at these time frames. Okay, boom. TP1 was hit, guys. I am trailing stop, break even, take a partial if you'd like. I took a partial on MetaTrader. What I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to modify my orders here. If I can, I'm going to do partial because I took 3 contracts actually, so. See if I can do this low. Create new order, buy limits 1. Is that the low I want? 98, I believe so. So yeah, because I took three contract sell limit here, I'll do 1 buy limit there. Move that up 1, like so. I'm gonna do another buy limit here. And then yeah, I will have to modify this one to 1 because it won't do it for me. So as soon as these get hit, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna modify the order over here. So that's how I'm managing this top step trade today. Would like to secure some profits. Boom, there's 1. At this TP2 right here, guys, I'm going to take a small partial on MetaTrader. I'm going to do just like a quarter of what I have remaining. It won't be much. It'll just be a little one. But just start paying myself as we go down here. But yeah, I closed the lower entry on MetaTrader. My higher up entry is actually a little bit up here. But as soon as we come back to this, if we do, I'm just going to close this out. So I should be able to claim a little bit extra as far as that goes. So we'll wait and see. I think this is going to be our telltale sign right here on NQ on what we do over here, to be honest with you. Considered, well, yeah, it should be considered an accumulation macro. Usually that's what you're going to get, like the middle macros of the day. They're accumulation macros, and then the ones on like either end are kind of the expansions. So all right, I closed both. I got stopped out at break even here on top step. I'm deleting this buy limit here. All right, cool. So we got TP1 and done. If this reverses from here, I mean, it'll bite, but I don't give a shit, to be honest. This price action is not fun for me right now. So anyway, here's what we got. 7 handles so far. But anyway, don't feel bad. Don't chase this trade. Don't do anything silly. If you either you got stopped out or you didn't. Okay, if you didn't get stopped out, congratulations. Keep holding. Let it run. Nothing you can do about that. That's not in my control. Not in your control. Either you're in it or you're not. If you're in it, keep holding it. If you're not in it, don't do anything silly. Don't revenge trade. Don't add on risk. We executed our trade, and our fate was sealed right here. So that's how I'm viewing it. But yeah, so I got a little partial off on both accounts. Not a whole lot of much, but I'm up 2.5% now on the account for this. So what I'm opting to do right now, we'll look and see how this plays out. I'm rooting for you guys if you guys are still in this. But I'm not a big fan of the price action right now, guys. Truthfully, I'm not. This macro, right before the macro, I guess we swept this low and we displaced higher. Could view this as a internal market structure shift. Now we're in a bullish PD array. Obviously, bearish PD array. We were bearish overall in the higher time frame. I get it. It looks like it might turn here, and it might. I don't know, but I'm just not a fan of what I'm seeing right now. So it's making me a little ambiguous. So therefore, if I'm not 100% convicted, I just I'm fine with that. But that's kind of what we talked about, like at the beginning of the session. I was talking about how like when you're a little ambiguous and you're not 100% convicted in price action, the setup, going to your targets, etc. That's when maybe you're better off getting out earlier and not holding for the final target, which I'm grateful I had 3 contracts on that trade because I probably would have managed it different if I didn't. So because of that, I at least got something out of it. Probably could have did a little bit extra, like 2 contracts earlier on, and then, you know what I mean, the last one could have been a bonus, but it's all good. Just looking at this price action, you know, we got this bullish PD array that formed right here. We just have to end this 1-minute order block. I don't know, man. Like, I can make an argument for both sides. So, therefore, it's like, I'm not going to feel really that bad if this trade sells off. Like, it'll kind of bite because we were in this trade and, you know, gave the move. But all you can do is all you can do. And seeing the market and what it's doing right now, you can make an argument for both sides. So, either way, just don't beat yourself up over it. That's the only moral of the story. Not to beat a dead horse, but closed fully at your TP1, and then I re-entered with small risk when we came back to our entry. Partial, then stopped at break even. Okay, cool. Well, at least we got something out of it today. There might be more to come. I'm going to wait and see how PM session looks. You know, I went up to that 15-minute, like, look at this, guys. Like, we're just ranging back and forth. I don't know. I would really like to see at this point, not that I'm rooting against you guys that are still in, but the way that this is all formed, I would like to actually see price push a little higher now. I would like to see it take out these highs. I would like to see it work this gap. I'd like to see it tap into this order block. That's what I'd like to see. It doesn't mean I'm going to get what I want. But yeah, that's what I'd like to see at this point. But yeah, we'll reassess. We'll have a look at things later on after lunch, see if anything is clear or not. But either way, if this is the only trade of the day, I'm glad that it was a profitable one. And a break-even worst case scenario, but it sounds like most of you guys took a partial, so I'm very happy about that. So we might have to just take that and run for the day, but maybe not. I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord if you guys need anything. Obviously, feel free to reach out. Corey's up $4, bro. Let's go. That's $4 extra you didn't have before the session started. You know what I'm saying? $4. Hey, I ain't above $4. I'll take $4. But yeah, if you guys need anything, reach out. Otherwise, I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. And no promises, but we'll just see where we're at PM session. And if market looks good, we'll do our thing. Okay. But keep an eye on this, and we'll feel a lot better if this rips all the way through, which I think it is looking like it's going to do now. So, thank God we protected ourselves. We don't need to beat ourselves up over anything. So have an amazing Friday, guys. I will talk to you guys very shortly. And yeah, peace out. Be safe. Talk to you guys soon.